Okay. Well, isn't it fitting that I've started a clothing brand and look this awesome right now for my first video ever on YouTube or wherever I post it? Probably YouTube, because I'm familiar with YouTube. I've watched YouTube for since I was born. Since kind of since it came out actually. So I'm 45 now, so I'm old. Internet wasn't around when I was born, uh, but as soon as it came around, I was interested in it. I was interested in some of the pictures I could look up. Um, let's see. So this video I think is going to be about what it's like to start a clothing brand when you have no idea what you're doing, but you're determined to make clothes for some reason. Well, and your reason is because this is from my perspective, so you're me right now. Your reason is you have something that you feel like the world ought to hear. Um, let's see. How should I tell this story? I know I could talk about like the first time. No, the second time ever I was thinking of starting a clothing brand. All right, so I'd been homeless for like 3 years. I was in jail. COVID was going on. I had an idea that I would like to see a shirt with money signs on it that said COVID killed mom and pop. Maybe I was thinking of fists with money in them. It's COVID killed mom and pop. And now I didn't know that COVID was like political or anything like that. Um, but I just wanted, I guess I hadn't heard anybody talking about, because I was watching news in jail, because I was in jail, I think, at that time for about a month or so. I'm not sure. But I was watching like the news that the jail was showing, which was probably like NBC and MSNBC and some Fox. Um, and it like what no one was talking about, and what I could see as a homeless dude, bam, turn this car off, was that all the small shops were getting killed, and I didn't hear anybody talking about that. But I also didn't hear it very politicized at that time. So this was really, really early on, and it was when like um just a few places were allowed to be open, like the in Minneapolis, which is where I was at the time. I was a homeless guy. It was like the Target and like some of the mom and pop liquor stores started having to close, but a few were staying. Whatever. That's not the point of this video. I'm not talking about COVID. Anyway, so the first thing, yeah, in many years, the first time I thought about starting a clothing brand or making shirts just in general, because I didn't know what starting a clothing brand was or anything, because I didn't have access to the internet. I was thinking, oh, I should, if I'm ever get out of this mess, I should make T-shirts. Oh, and there was a book that I was starting in jail that you need to, it was telling you to imagine your life somewhere else or where you wanted to be in 5 years. It was one of these books, like a cheesy title, like have power and influence and maybe be a millionaire, something like that. I started reading it. I didn't read far into it, but it was big print, short. Right, the main point of it was like write down your goals, no matter how outlandish they are, and where you wanted to be seeing yourselves in these different time periods. So I came up with like I wanted to make my most outlandish thing I could come up with is $500,000 in 5 years, I think, which we're creeping up on. Oh, I don't think I'm going to do that. But anyway, I do have a business started. It's called ColorMeCanceled, and I make political T-shirts. No one knows I'm doing this. Till now. This is breaking news, everyone. Breaking news. I have a T-shirt brand. It's called ColorMeCanceled.com. I made a website. And so the point of this video is what it's like starting a clothing brand. Well, it's a lot of feeling stupid because you don't even know what. It's kind of a cliche saying, but you don't know what you don't know. Okay, you're going to spend a lot of time after you start your clothing brand finding out what you don't know, and there's a lot to learn just in figuring out all the things you don't know. So you will feel stupid all the time for, I don't know, 2 years or something. You're probably smarter than me, so maybe less than 2 years. You also aren't going to do everything that has to do with your clothing brand. So even much less than 2 years. Like, I do everything. I had to learn how to do everything. How do I make design on the shirt? I need to learn how to screen print. Sublimation print. That's how you put pictures on shirts. I need to learn how to make pictures. I'm not an artist. So I had to get a graphic design program. And as I started working with that, I was hearing about AI. It'll draw you pictures. So you get one of those. Midjourney is good. Then it was like, so I started actually making shirts. I'd make them for my nephew. He's 8 now. He turned 8 on the 2nd of January. I love him so much. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Yeah, so I watched this Print Life video about how to make yourself a printing press, t-shirt printing press, for like $35. Sure enough, about $35 from Home Depot. And I started making, I'm not gonna say his name, but my nephew, I started making him t-shirts and screen printing them. So you put the screen down, the ink on the screen, and then you squeegee the ink through onto the shirt. Then you heat it up to a certain temperature, somewhere around 300 degrees. Kind of bakes it on. It makes it permanent. No longer malleable, rubbery, wet, plasticky, can smear all over countenance. That's the wrong word. That's like the visual. But what's the word? Like where it's the consistent, not consistency, but whatever. You get the idea. You turn it from like a semi-liquid to a solid. That's when you cure the ink. It goes from being infinitely smearable and messy to what you most usually find on shirts. That material, that plasticky material, rubbery material. That's plastisol ink. Yeah. So where are we? What am I even talking about? I'm fucking talking about how to make t-shirts for some reason. Probably going into too much detail on that. Then I had to like learn how to make a website, and I wish I would have known how to do it this easy way. Apparently with Printify, Shopify. It's like a one-stop thing where it does everything for you. I don't know. It's supposed to be insanely easy. But I did WordPress. I used Elementor to build it. I got my URL from this place called Namecheap. Then I got it hosted on SiteGround. I don't know. They've worked well for me. They haven't like jacked up their prices super high or anything like that. $15 a month. What else? I was an idiot, so I trademarked my name. Don't want anybody to steal my name. ColorMeCanceled. So now you can't have it. It's ColorMeCanceled. Costed, if you want to trademark your name, it'll cost you like $200. It's a bunch of paperwork though, which is annoying. To make your company an LLC, I don't know. I don't remember. I think it might have only been like $40. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think it was cheap, but it was easy. And yeah, there's people who can help you do it too, and they charge a small fee. Um, Whatever. Now, where I'm at now in the journey is incredibly, it's frustrating, yes, but I feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because I'm having trouble jumping into the social media thing like I'm doing right now. I'm talking to this camera. I learned from this channel called Apparel Success, you need to give free value. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make this valuable to you, giving you an idea. Like if you're thinking about starting a clothing brand, what it's kind of going to be like if you're doing it by yourself, and just some of the steps, some of the things you're going to have to do, not to overwhelm you, but to let you know that there are a fairly large number of moving parts that you're going to have to be moving around and figuring out. None of it's hard though to do. It's time consuming. It takes a little long. It takes longer than you would think it would, but the time moves fast. Sometimes you'll catch yourself quite a bit ahead of the time that you think it is, and you've gotten a lot done. And you feel progress being made, which can be a drug. It can feel good. It can motivate you to keep going, and it's for you, so it feels good. Nobody's making money off your effort, except you presumably might be able to, which feels good. The social media thing now that I'm starting, it makes me feel lost. I keep starting and then not posting videos. It's not like I'm worried about making a good first impression. It's just I'm 45 years old, and my generation, we're not comfortable with putting our faces on the internet. It's there was no internet like I say, there was no internet when I was born. So this idea of capturing myself, it's probably like I'm so old. It's like I feel like a Native American, and I'm suspicious of the white man preserving my image in the little box, forever. He's gonna steal my soul, right? Well, I'm scared of that too. That I'm losing my soul by doing this. No, not exactly, but like because of my age, it does feel dangerous to um, capture myself in a period in time and then put it on the internet, like presumably forever. That's seems freaky and risky and like just I don't know. It's like a crazy commitment. And I do understand that nobody could possibly, if they tried, care less about me. I get that. So I know it's not I'm not so self-absorbed that I'm thinking that this matters to anybody and I have anything that I have to like live up to. Not even my brand. Like I'm not even thinking that I can't make any mistakes because I want everybody to think my brand's really cool. It's not that either. I'm just old and uncomfortable with the whole thing. And probably my personality type makes it extra hard. I'm INTP, borderline INFP. If you're familiar with the Enneagram, I'm like a 4 with a 5, 5 with a 4 split. Those personality types correspond a bit, the Myers-Briggs and Enneagram. But now I probably just sound like you guys think I'm like a hippie, and I'm talking about like astrology or something. It's not that devoid of scientific backing, but what else about starting a brand? I say my brand, ColorMeCanceled. I spell it like Americans do, so color is the American spelling, canceled is one L instead of two like the Europeans do. Well, in America too, it seems like people when it's canceled, they want to stick the extra L for some reason. Even in America, it's weird. I guess that's it for now. Um, I'll add to this video later. This is my first one, and it was all right. No, here, you guys, let me know if there is anything. Oh, this is really important. I would like to be a resource to you. Ask me specific questions. I will try and answer them. I have no followers. Like I say, this is my first video where I'm on, talking and stuff for any period. This is my first video. So I can be a resource. I might not be a good one, but I'll try to be. And what I'm trying to say is I'm available. Okay. This is now the point I'm at in my brand journey is I need to create a following, and a few people can just by basically by luck go and get a shirt from me because of if I keep building a following. Apparently, if you can get people's attention, it's valuable. And I happen to have something valuable too. Maybe, hopefully, the t-shirts. I don't know. Hopefully, you're all right wingers. Ask me anything you can because I would like to answer it. Because when that happens, YouTube thinks, oh, well, even though they didn't watch much of it, they're interacting in the comments, and so it recommends my video to more people, and then that gives them a chance for more people to maybe click on it, and then maybe they'll ask more questions and stuff, and it's kind of a snowballing thing. And I'm at a standstill right now. The ball is not moving, so I got to get it moving. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Ask me stuff. Thumbs up and subscribe. All right. Thank you.